Yo, what up, my betting family? We back with another video here at No Limit Bets for the NBA slate of March 2nd, 2023. Before we get started, though, as always, I would like to say good morning to y'all, good afternoon, whatever time it may be that you're watching this video. Hope y'all having a good one, and hopefully we can make it a better day by winning some money. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, if you enjoy the content, or if we were able to win you guys some money by some of the picks we posted on here, please like, comment, and subscribe, man. It's truly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 500 subscribers. We're about 130 subscribers away from hitting that 500 mark. So if you guys can please hit that subscribe button, man, like I said, it's truly appreciated. But without further ado, let's hop into today's videos, today's picks. I'm going to be bringing y'all my top 6 picks for tonight's game. It is a very, very small slate, only 4 games going on. But yeah, let's go ahead and do a quick recap of yesterday's picks. I only submitted a total of 4 slips. This last one that I did was just a second half of the last game last night versus the Portland and the Pelicans. We were able to go 5-1 with Trey Murphy hitting his over, and I took his under 4.5 points for the second half. But 5-1 with this one. We were in another 5-1 with Mikal Bridges, ending with 24. He didn't play a minute in the fourth quarter due to the Knicks being up, pretty much blowing the Nets out, being up big. But if he was able to play that fourth quarter, we definitely would have hit that. But unfortunately, he didn't play the fourth quarter, and he only ends up with 24. But 5-1 on this one. This other slip, only 3-3. And then the posted video, or the posted picks on yesterday's video, we were able to go 4-2. So a winning day yesterday, as far as in, the picks of 4-2 picks. Obviously, PrizePicks, you win some of your money backs for getting 4 out of the 6 right. Obviously, it's not all your money back, but you get some of the money back, which is good. I mean, no other sites, I believe, don't give you any of the money back. If you lose, you lose. But just to do a quick recap on it, Jaylen Brown only ends up with 16 points. Garland, Chris Paul, and Tobias Harris were able to get it done, along with Mark Williams, who just barely goes over with 10 rebounds. Jimmy Butler doesn't play in the fourth quarter due to the Sixers blowing the heat out. But even if he played, I don't think he would have been able to get it, as he only ends up with 6 rebounds and assists. So a 4-2 day, winning day, will definitely take that. But let's go ahead and hop into today's picks, my top 6 picks. To start us off, we're going to be going to PRA prop. We're going to go down to the Warriors and Clippers game, and I'm going to be taking Draymond Green over 23.5 PRAs. As you guys can see, he's pretty much averaging the same as this line, going over 3 out of his last 5 games. But against the Clippers, he's played already 2 times earlier this season against them, and he's hit the over with both of the times with 28 and 27 PRAs. Now, over the last 15 games, the Clippers are allowing the most points per game and the seventh most assists per game to opposing power forwards. So I like this spot for Draymond. Scoring wise, is the main issue with Draymond, in my opinion. But in the 2 games, I believe he had 9 points one game and 15 points the other game. So he's been playing well against the Clippers. So I like him for our first pick for our first picks today. For our second pick, we're gonna be going to rebounding prop. We're going to go to the Raptors and Wizards game. I'm going to be taking Jacob Poeltl over 8.5 rebounds. Now, over his last 5, as you guys can see, he's averaging 10.6, going over in 4 out of the last 5. 2 of them, he did just manage to go over with 9 rebounds against Cleveland and Orlando. But against Detroit and the Pelicans, he crushed it with 18 and 14 rebounds. Now, tonight, should I say, they're going up against the Wizards. Now, Over the last 7 games, the Wizards are allowing the second most rebounds per game to opposing centers. So this fair wells for Pirtle. And this was when he last played the Wizards, when he was with the Spurs. Obviously, I believe this is the first matchup this season between the Raptors and the Wizards. But back when he was with the Spurs, in his last 3 games against the Wizards, he went over with in 2 out of those 3 games with 11 rebounds. In both of the games that he did go over, he had 11 rebounds, and then the last one he didn't go over, he had 5. In that 5-rebound game, the Wizards ended up winning by 21, so it was pretty much a blowout, and he only ends up playing 22 minutes. So I like this spot for him. So I'm going to be taking Jakob Poeltl for our second pick. For our third pick, we're going to stick to the same game. We're going to go to the other side, to the Wizards side. I'm going to be taking Bradley Beal over 22.5 points. Now, over his last 5, he's averaging 25. Obviously, mainly due to those 2 big games against Atlanta and Minnesota, the 2 games he was able to go over with 37 and 35 points. The 37 was their last game against Atlanta. So he's coming into this game with a little bit of momentum on the offensive end. And against the Raptors, he's hit this over in 8 out of his last 10. Against them, averaging 26 points per game in those 10 games. So he started rolling offensively against them here recently. And then on top of that, the Raptors are allowing the 10th most points per game to opposing shooting guards. So over the last 7 games. So give me Bradley Beal for the third pick. For the fourth pick, we're going to be going to a points and assist prop. We're going to be going to the Mavs and Sixers game. And I'm going to be taking James Harden over 32.5 points and assists. Now, not sure if Embiid plays this game. I think they have him as a game time decision. He missed last night's game against the Heat, so this is the second night of a back-to-back for the Sixers. But either way, I mean, I'm liking this prop with or without Embiid. If we're looking at his last 3 games, he's hit the over in those 3 straight games. If you want to look a little bit further back, he hit it 6 out of his last 7 games against the Mavs. Obviously, those some of those games were with the Rockets, where he was just balling. So in those 7 games, he pretty much had 43 points and assists. We're talking about 43, 41, 57, 31, 35, 35, and 36. So the 35, 35, 36 were the 3 straight. And then the first 3 or 4 that I mentioned was when he was with the Rockets. So on top of that, the Mavs really don't have a top-notch perimeter defender to guard Harden. Obviously, he can put up 15 assists and 18 points or 20 points, 22 points, and 11 assists or 13. Anywhere around those numbers, he's able to get it done. James Harden has been able to hit this prop for me more times than none. So we're going to be rocking with him for our 4th pick. For our 5th pick, we're going to go to a points prop. We're going to go to the Spurs and Pacers game. And I'm going to be taking Miles Turner over 19.5 points. Here after the All-Star break, Turner has been balling. As you guys can see, he's hit it 3 straight games after the All-Star, going with 24, 24, and 40 against Boston. So he's hit this 4 out of his last 5 games before the All-Star. He did miss the one against Chicago with only 17 points. But against Washington, he ends up with 20, averaging 25 over his last 5. So he's had it rolling. Like I mentioned, after the All-Star break, he's been more assertive on the offensive end, which I love. And then in tonight's matchup against the Spurs, it should be a favorable matchup for Miles Turner, as the Spurs are allowing the 3rd most points per game to opposing centers this season. So I think he continues his assertiveness on the offensive end. So give me Miles Turner for our 5th pick. And for our 6th and last pick, we're going to go back to the Mavs and Sixers game. and I'm going to be taking Christian Wood over 13.5 points. Now, over his last 5, Wood has been averaging 16.7, going over in 4 out of his last 5 games. The one that he did miss was their last game against the Pacers, and then only with 12. Now, with this one, with this one, I think if Embiid plays or if he doesn't, I think this is a good spot for him. I believe they have Christian Wood coming off the bench. So off the bench, the Sixers really don't have a big man, and I think Wood should be able to take advantage of that in the once he's on the court without Embiid. Obviously, if Embiid is not playing the whole game tonight, I like this prop even more. Christian Wood can hit the 3. He could do it down low with putbacks and whatnot. So he's a versatile player, and he should be able to get these 14 points for us tonight. So those are going to be my top 6 picks for tonight's game. We're taking the over on all the picks. As always, if you guys agree with any of my plays, definitely do your own research. Just don't take my word for it. And then here at No Limit Bets, we always go with the low risk, high reward. It is an odd number on my balance, so I'm just going to go ahead and bet the $8.20. We're going to go ahead and place that entry. And that's going to be it for my top 6 picks of tonight's NBA slate. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the games tonight, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Let's get this money.